Hey buddies, SomeNutzGuy here. Hope you're having an awesome day so far, and welcome back for another DawnCraft tutorial. Today we are going to be talking about gems from the Apotheosis mod, how to add them to your weapons, how to do reforging of weapons, how to get the required materials, all things gems from Apotheosis mod. Alright, let's go. So to do your gem crafting, you'll need a few different tables. The smithing table, which will be unlocked by defeating the third boss in the main quest lines that you get from the Guildmaster. I've done a video on that. If you haven't seen that already, I'll link that in the description below for you. The salvaging table and the reforging table. Anvils are also important, but you'll have unlocked that already if you've unlocked the smithing table. So first things first, how do you add a gem to your item? Firstly, you need to get an item that has an empty socket. You'll see there below the blue writing, sort of 2/3 of the way down, it says empty socket. And on here, it's at the very bottom above where it says Minecraft, empty socket. You'll need an item that has an empty socket. You can find these in loot chests and dungeons, maybe as drops, whatever the case may be. Once you have an item that has an empty socket, all you need to do is put it into a smithing table with the item, with the gem of your choice, and there you'll see it will add the item, the gem, to the item. Very, very simple. Now, if you want to remove that gem, it's a little bit more complicated and a little bit expensive, actually. So you want to be careful with what gems you're adding to what items. You'll be using the vial of arcane extraction or searing expulsion. As you can see, these are quite expensive to make, and you also need gem dust, which I'll show you how to make in just a moment, but you'll need things like magma cream or blaze rods or ender pearls or amethyst shards, so they're a little bit more expensive to take the gems off. To take them off, you'll put the item with the gem that you want to remove in here, and the vial of arcane extraction will remove the gem but destroy the item, and the vial of searing expulsion will remove the gem but destroy the gem. So you can't keep both. You can't keep the item and the gem. You'll have to decide which one you want to keep, and you'll have to use one of these vials depending on which one you want to do. Now, this is slightly separate from gems themselves. However, this is actually a way that you can add gem sockets to a piece of gear, so it is slightly relevant, is with the salvaging table. So with the salvaging table, allow you to salvage Apotheosis gear. So like this blue sword as an example, will turn into a blue rarity material. The luminous crystal shard for rare. You've got rarity materials for each tier of Apotheosis item. Gray is the mysterious scrap metal, time-worn fabric for green, luminous crystal for blue, arcane sands for epic, and godforged pearl for mythic or legendary. To salvage, you just put the gear in here that you want. So to be honest, just collecting any blue gear you find, any blue Apotheosis gear you find, you probably want to hold on to, because that's the best rarity that you can find apart from drops from like bosses and stuff, which might end up being epic or mythic. Put the items that you don't want to keep in here, salvage them for your luminous crystal shards, or for whatever rarity material it is. And then with this rarity material, you can re-roll or turn into other pieces of gear into that rarity Apotheosis gear. So as an example, you can turn this iron sword into a blue tier Apotheosis iron sword with random blue tier effects, but you'll also need gem dust. So I'll show you how to get that really quickly. To get gem dust is really simple. You chuck the gem on the floor and you smash it with an anvil. Bam, you get gem dust. So with your rarity material in your gem dust, you'll go to a reforging table and you'll put your item in here with the rarity material and with the gem dust. And there you'll see it'll turn it into a blue rarity item. Obviously, the more levels you put into it, the better of a blue tier item it will be. You'll see this item doesn't have a gem socket being added, but this one does have a gem socket being added. So this is a way that you can add gem sockets to your gear. And you'll also note that this is a plain diamond axe. This isn't re-rolling a blue item to a blue item. This is actually turning a regular item into a blue tier Apotheosis item. And now we can slap a gem on here. Now, because gems are fairly common, I highly advise you holding on to any low tier gems to smash them and turn into gem dust, and then save your high tier gems, your sort of 80%. This one's 72% purity, but maybe you're sort of 75, 80% and above purity gems, saving those and putting those on your sort of mid to end game gear once you have that gear ready to go. because as mentioned, it is fairly expensive to take them off, and also you cannot keep the gem and the item once you do want to take those gems off. And that is gem crafting in DawnCraft. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos, consider subscribing, and it's always great to see you in the comments. Hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Take care.
SomeNutzGuy. Grab gaming by the nuts.